news. Turning now to the Republican effort to regain control of the Senate. In Georgia's open Senate race, two Republican establishment favorites, businessman David Perdue, Congressman Jack Kingston, beating back Tea Party challengers to advance to a July runoff. Joining us now, the man who drew the most votes, 31%, former Dollar General CEO, David Perdue. David, good to have you with us, and congratulations. I know that was a tough battle. What made the difference in your view?
Well, thank you, Louis. Good to see you again. Well, I think the difference was we presented the voters of Georgia an alternative. There were 4 career politicians on the ballot, and I've never run for office before. So, you know, the message that we put out in the state really resonated in this state, and I think that's the reason we showed up so well Tuesday.
And as you move forward against Kingston, it sounded, I think I inferred from how you described your opponents in the primary, that you may try to tag him as a professional politician.
Well, after 22 years, I don't know what else to describe him as, but, you know, we've been around the state a lot this year, Lou, and there is a growing sentiment of concern about what's coming out of Washington right now, and they're looking for an alternative. They're beginning to hold people accountable up there for the nonsense that's coming out of Washington right now.
Now, the nonsense, I mean, that's a pretty big basket into which we could throw a lot of things. What are the issues that you think require your most devoted, energetic attention?
Well, what drew me into this race, Lou, is the debt crisis and the economic crisis we have in the United States. Our debt now, in some minds, is the greatest threat to our national security. I got in here because I believe with so few people in the United States Senate with any business background that we just needed to provide the voters of Georgia an alternative, a business guy with a 40-year career that might be able to go and add value to the crisis of the day, and that is how to get the economy moving again to help solve this debt crisis and put America back to work again.
And you've been described by some as a Mitt Romney-like candidate. You come from a quote-unquote dynastic family, both successful, wealthy businessmen. How do you respond to that? Do you take it as a compliment or something else?
Well, I do. I think the world of Governor Romney. I think he would have made a great president. I wish he was President Romney right now. I come from a great family. My cousin was governor here for 2 terms. But, you know, the idea that I was a silver spoon candidate is just not supported by the truth. My mother and father were school teachers. We grew up working on our farms. I worked my way through college and, you know, developed a pretty good career working my way up to become a CEO. And, you know, that's the American dream. And in a Republican primary, I was a little surprised to see us, you know, turning success into a 4-letter word.
Mm-hmm. You know, that's happening across the country. We chose the word aspire tonight for our word of the evening because you don't hear many people talking about aspirational goals these days. American exceptionalism and success is too often vilified rather than held up as an example of what can be achieved in this country. We thank you for doing that. We wish you all the best in your campaign. And good talking with you, David.
Well, great to see you again, Luke. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. David Perdue. The post office wants to